All right, good evening, folks. My name is Michael, and today we're gonna be reacting to the top NBA players of all time. All right, let's get to it. Artist Gilmore, 74. I ain't got no problem with that. You know, he's a legend, but right off the top, they didn't have Melo or Howard on this list, so that was a mistake. But what can you do? Respect artists. He dominated. I mean, just look at the stats. 7-2, You know what it is. Dikembe, got no problem with Dikembe. He's got to be in there. Defensively, one of the best shot blocking bigs ever. You know, seen it with my own eyes. What can you do? All right. Dame Dollar, 72. He's an interesting one. Like, he's definitely top soon for all time, but I mean, it's still early, so he definitely gonna be down or up, however you look at it. His ranking's gonna go up higher as time goes on. Next, we got Bob Lanier. I ain't got no problem with these with the legends being in here. Just out of respect. So we're not, definitely before my time. Tony Parker, 70. TP. Now, I watched Tony from his rookie to end of his career, and in his prime, he was tough to guard. There's a reason why he won the Finals MVP back in '07. He was legit. He was giving everybody's favorite point guards problems. I would know because he gave D-Fish problems back in the playoffs. So that's good. He's in here. Bernard King, score. He do good in today's era. With man, any of these older players when they always say the era, like you get Bernard King born in like 1990, he's gonna be shooting threes. So he was good. If he was good in his era, he's gonna be good in pretty much any other era. Given. Anyway, Pistol Pete, 68. Yeah, he was he was legit. Alex English, pretty similar to Bernard King's score. You know, that's Alex English. Can't hate. Dave Cowens, 66. Yeah, he was good. I mean, I didn't see him play, but we'll leave him there. Powell, my favorite European player of all time. I'm a Laker fan, so I'm a little bit biased. I'm just glad ESPN put him on the list and didn't disrespect him, so we'll just move on from there. I love me some Powell. Earl to Pearl Monroe, 64. Pioneer. Yeah, we'll leave him there. Now Zoe, 63. So there's like two parts of Zoe. Like at the beginning of his career, he was legit all star. He had some health issues. Came back as a role player, won his chip. I always have respect for Zoe. One of the best shot blocking bigs ever in the NBA. Dennis Rodman, 62. Yeah, D Rod, man, he was legit. So you could put him high if you wanted, but that's what we're gonna do. The Chief, 61. That's good. Robert Parrish, the anchor for those Celtics championships in the early mid '80s. Willis Reed, Big Willie, 60. That's respect. That's respect. We'll leave it there. Bob McAdoo. Give me 1 minute. All right, guys. Bob McAdoo, 59. I like this. MVP. Play for the Lakers, so love all my Lakers. Manu, 58. That was a little high for me, man. He's a six man, and there's a reason why he was a six man. Don't get me wrong. Like Manu was a great player, but I feel like people overrate Manu. Like seriously, he's a little bit overrated. But I mean, we'll leave him there. Now, Clyde 57. Now, this is what. Oh man, this is so wrong. I don't know how whoever made this article, why they would put Clyde at 57. Like, he's. Clyde, if you wanted, you could put him top 30, 30 in between 40. He's ranked way too low on this. It's extremely disrespectful. Clyde the Glide, one of the best offensive rebounding guards of all time. And look at those boards, 6.1. Steals, man. He was in the passing lanes, dunking on people. Played MJ head to head. I mean, it's not his fault. MJ is just the better player. Nothing wrong. No shame in that. Ray Ray, I love Ray Ray. One of the best shooters of all time. Was back in his Milwaukee days, was a high flyer. So I love me some Ray Ray, but he's not better than Clyde. None of these players. Vince, I put Ray over Vince. Honestly, like I love Vince too, but let's see what it says. 22 seasons, spanning 4 decades. I mean, his in the early 2000s, man, Vince, he was like top five in the league at his, in that era. But once he got traded to New Jersey, he was still good. But then after that, he just fell off. But he still played. I mean, no disrespect. Vince is my dog. But all right, let's move on. Pierce 54. Another wing that I grew up watching. It's the truth. He's the truth for a reason. Beat Kobe in the finals. We won't talk about all that though. Moving on. But Paul Pierce, one of the greatest scoring wings the league has ever seen. The glove too low. Gotta put him up higher. He's got to at least be in the 40s. You could put him high if you want. Best defensive point guard, if you ask me. There's a reason why they call him the glove, and he got his chip. So we'll just move on. T-Mac 52. Like T-Mac at his peak. Like T-Mac could have been like top 20 if he didn't get hurt. Honestly, like he had the talent. Like he was, you know, Kevin Durant of his time. 6'8" guard, ball handle, shoot, dunk, everything. I mean, it's just a shame that he got hurt. That he would be ranked a lot higher if he didn't get hurt. Big Game James, one of my favorite Lakers. 51, that's good. We'll leave him there. Wes Unseld, we ain't gonna talk bad about the legends. We'll leave him there. Miller time, 49. So it's tough for Reggie. Like I don't know. I mean, he did make one finals, lost to Shaq and Kobe. Hey, not his fault. Played in the MJ era. I put him like in the mid 50s. Bump him down a few spots, but other than that, that's fine. Bill Walton, 48. Respect. We'll keep him there. Uh, when he was healthy, he was winning championships. So it's just another, thing about T-Mac, him. They get hurt. Just a bunch of what ifs. It's just sad, but 48's good for Bill. Iceman, George Gervin. Pretty much the T-Mac, KD of his era. Getting buckets. The Iceman, finger roll. You know, great player. Dominique, 46. He was legit. Another great scorer of the 80s. Gotta love it. 80, 45. Now 80 is my guy. Been watching him since Kentucky, but could be a little premature to have my 45. But he's definitely gonna. If he wins a chip or two in LA, which I'm predicting, he'll definitely be in the top 40. So 80 is my guy though. I love 80. We're gonna win it this year. So moving on. Elvin Hayes, 44. No problem with that. Respect to the legend. Rick Barry, 43. Pretty much Bird before Bird. 24.8 points per game. Hall of Famer. Won championship for the Warriors. So that's what's up. Russell Westbrook, 42. I love Westbrook. People say he stat pads, but I mean, hey, he's a baller. Put him in any era, he's balling out. It's just the only problem with Westbrook is just his IQ, his shot selection sometimes. But if he had IQ, then it just wouldn't be fair. He'd have a championship or two. They were up 3-1 on the Warriors. He dropped what was it 40 points against the Heat in 2012 in the finals game. Yeah, he's one of the all timers. Bob Cousy 41. We're just gonna let this slide going down. Let's see. Snap. Hold on. Where are the other players? What the hell? Okay, come on, ESPN. Stop messing with me. Oh boy. Bear with me, y'all. Looking for the other players on the list. Boy. Where is it? Jeez Louise. No, this isn't a good debut for YouTube. I had a YouTube back in the day, but I haven't been on it. Oh, what is this? Come on. Boy, we're going to definitely have to edit this out. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. ESPN top 74. Alright, let's just go. Oh boy. Is this it? Oh, here we go. Alright, we're back. CP40. Like, I'm not putting Westbrook ahead of CP. That's his personal opinion. You can put, if you want, you can put Russ above CP, but I wouldn't. CP, a true point, controlled his team, controlled the pace, controlled games. He one of the best point guards of all time. But CP3's been that guy, still doing it to this day. The pretty much the perfect for his height. I mean, one of the best all-around point guards. Shooting, passing, defense, IQ, just leadership, just does it all, man. And always wants to win. You can't fault that guy. Walt, Clyde Frazier, 39 legend, respect. We'll leave him there. One of the best, one of the underrated defensive player. Frazier. Bob Pettit, 38. All right. Pat Ewing, 37. I like this. One of the best centers to ever play. Too bad he didn't get a ring, but it is what it is. Kevin McHale, 36. Sidekick. One of the best post players of all time. So, leave it at that. J Kidd. Now, I like J Kidd, 35 is good, man. J Kidd led the Nets to 2 finals. I mean, so you got to put him there. The 2 Nets teams to the finals, back-to-back finals. Great defensively. The one of the original triple-double point guards. And figured out how to shoot at the end of his career, which was nice. Got that chip. So George Mikan, Laker legend. Moving on. Hondo, John Havlicek, 33. Yeah. Look at that. Havlicek was part of 8 title-winning teams and still Boston leading points. I mean, there you go. James Harden, 32. I mean, he's going to be up there, especially if he wins a ring or two. So, I don't have a problem with Harden at 32, but you could make a debate he could be 40, but, only time will tell. We'll see. Isaiah Thomas, 31, low for my liking. One of the best point guards. Won back-to-back titles. Could have three-peated. Pound for pound, one of the best point guards ever. Steve Nash, 30. Now Nope, not having it. Didn't make a finals. Liability on defense. Benefited from the rule changes in the era when they got rid of illegal defense and got rid of hand checking. How convenient. He wins 2 MVPs when they gave it a hand checking, and he's playing in D'Antoni's system. Dirk should have won those MVPs if you're asking me, but that's a story for the day. But still, no. I mean, you know, top 40, too high for Nash. Thank God they didn't put him over Iverson. I mean, imagine that. Iverson, Steve Nash 101. AI made a finals with a garbage team. And Nash had, who do you have? Stoudemire, Sean Marion. Didn't make a finals. I mean, West was tough. What can you say? I mean, I know what 1 year he got, what happened? He got hip checked by Ori in the playoffs. 1 year didn't have Stoudemire. But hey, you find a way. So, Nash didn't find a way, but Stockton 28. That's good. He low-key gets disrespected. One of the most durable point guards of all time. Playing with the mailman. Hey, made 2 finals, so it was a monster on the defensive end. 2.2 steals. Can't deny it. One of the best point guards. Giannis 27. Hey, he's gonna be up there. Knock on wood. Doesn't get injured, but he'll be up there when it's all said and done. Probably make the finals this year and lose to Lakers, but hey. Alright, let's go. D Wade 26. Now this is too low. You gotta have D Wade should be like 15 to 20. Like he peak D Wade. Oh man, pretty man. He was something else, man. Could just take over games. I mean, there's a reason why LeBron went to his team. Because LeBron knew D Wade was that guy. He wasn't saying here. Wade was more than just a sidekick to LeBron. Yeah, shoot. Wade was name. Yeah, one of the best shot blocking guards in NBA history. Never finished higher than third in MVP voting, but hey, the voters, they're biased. Everyone's biased. We're all humans. It's all personal opinion, but definitely should have won an MVP or two. Moving on, Kawhi 25. Like this is a weird one. Like he's got the chips, and he just doesn't have the longevity yet. When you're looking at the total stats, let's just hope he can stay healthy, so he can move up that list. D-Rob 24, probably a little low. You know, one of the best centers in an era where centers dominated. Barkley 23 was a monster. Pretty much like just dominated like a Zion or LeBron. You know, just a force of nature. Sir Charles 23, Elgin Baylor legend 22, respect Laker. You know what it is. Scotty 21, probably the best sidekick, best defensive guard. I like it. I dig it. KG 20, could have been top 10, but just got hurt. One of the best forwards ever. Dirk 19, Dirk KG. I mean, you can go either way. I don't have a problem if you say KG better than Dirk or Dirk better than KG. But, Dirk, another legend. Changed the game. There's a reason why everyone was drafting the Euros in the early 2000s, trying to find the next Dirk. There's only one Dirk. Moses Malone, 18. Another legend. MVP, champion. The accolades speak for themselves. Karl Malone, one of the greatest scorers of all time. With durability. It's a shame that he got hurt at the end with the Lakers, or else he would have had a championship. The mailman. Jay West, 16. Another Laker. Point guard. I call him a point guard. Let's see, what is this considered? A shooting? He was a point guard, bro. Like, I don't get why they say he's a shooting guard. Yeah, he shot the ball, but he was a point. Dr. J 15 could be. You could argue him being top 10. Julius Erving. I mean, Baylor. Was the first of his kind. Then Dr. J. All right, let's see what else we got on here. KD 14, Curry 13. KD's better than Steph. Stop it. I mean, come on. Like, and I knew Steph was gonna be like in college. Like, I was calling it like he was gonna be a franchise player. He got hurt, and then finally showed up and started playing like the franchise player thought he was supposed to be. Changed the game. Everyone's shooting threes, but KD's got more. I mean, look at 27 a game, 23. Oh, but he shoots 3.6 threes per game. And KD's only making 1.8, but he's scoring more points. KD, better all around player, better scorer. He's gonna make a comeback, KD. So that's KD over Steph. That's just what it is. Sorry, Steph fans, but KD is better than Curry. Anyways, Akeem 12. Oh man, it's a little low for me. He could easily be in the top 10. He should be in the top 10. No, Akeem the Dream, man, a legend. The Dream Shake, one of the best ever. The Big O, the original triple double point guard. Let's respect. All right, now let's get down to this top 10. Where are we? Is this it? This better be it. Whoa, what the? Hold on. Oh, come on. What is this? Boy, oh boy. Hey, shout out Crispy Flakes one time though. Come on, where? Oh, here we go. 10. Number 10, Shaq. Could have been the best. If he didn't get hurt. Easily could have been number 1. I mean, peak for peak. Him or Will, two most dominant centers of all time. You're not guarding Shaq 1-on-1 in his prime. You're just not. The 3, the 4 championships. Shaq, one of my favorite players of all time. Love you, Shaq. Number 9, the Black Mamba, R.P. Kobe Bryant and his daughter. All the passengers on the helicopter. 9, that's just too low for Kobe. Oh man, it's just tough to talk about right now, but we're gonna have to do it. I mean, the closest thing to I mean, how are you gonna be the closest thing to MJ? And they say MJ's to go, and you're gonna have him at 9. Like, it doesn't make sense. I could just go on. I could make a whole bit. We could just. Oof, man. Yeah. So Kobe 9, too low. They put Duncan at 8. I mean, Duncan's great. He benefited from the system, from Pop's system. I mean, and I know people gonna say, "Oh yeah, Shaq or Kobe benefited from Phil, blah blah blah," and Jordan, but Phil, hey, I mean, in my opinion, Phil's the greatest coach of all time. What? 11 rings. Pop only got 5. Like, come on now. Shaq and Kobe. Yeah, Spurs beat the Lakers in '99 and '03. But we swept them in what, 2001? Beat them in '04, beat them in '08. Yeah, they beat us 2013, but by that time, Kobe popped his Achilles. Rest in peace, Kobe. Like Kobe over Duncan. Alright, let's move on. This video's dragging. Bird 7. I mean, what can you know? Hey, that's Slayer Legend. Save him and Magic. Saved the NBA in the 80s. It's just a shame that he got hurt, or he probably could have squeezed out a couple more rings. Willed at 6, too low. You know, people are gonna say, "Oh, he played against plumbers," but I mean, I see 2 Hall of Famers right there. Uh, carry on. Magic 5, too low. You know, the best point guard of all time. Phil Russell 4. Look at them boards though. He it's tough with Russell, you know, because of the era. But he dominated his era. Ah, man. Kareem 3. All-time leading scorer. Skyhook. Unstoppable. Only player that could, contest it was Will. But, I mean, he played for so long, so of course he's going to have a lot of records. But, I mean, hey, one of the greatest Lakers of all time. Moving on, LeBron 2. Yeah, LBJ, King James. I mean, he's definitely top 5. I mean, the 3 and 6 finals record's pretty damning. I mean, but still, one of the GOATs. And then MJ 1. I mean, 6 for 6 in the finals. There's no denying his greatness. I mean, people want to say, oh, he played against the washed up Showtime, but hey, he went out there and did his thing and balled. One of the greatest players of all time. What? No. The greatest player of all time. MJ 1. So if I had to do a top 10, I got MJ 1. Number 2, probably putting, I mean, let's see, who am I putting above Kobe in this top? Because people will say, even Magic Johnson said that Kobe's the greatest Laker of all time. Alright, so we'll go, what we're going to go, MJ 1, Wilt Chamberlain 2, Kobe 3, Kareem 4, LeBron 5. Oh no, Magic 5. You know what? I'll make that. In my next video, I'll do my top 10. All right, peace out, guys.